This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
We have a full day of ticket-winning buffet action for you. The Steve Show has Marvelous 3 and American Hi-Fi from 10 to 3. Will can get you into Soul Asylum. And, of course, we have our ticket window in just a few minutes, about a half hour away. Soul Asylum and the exclusive Soul Asylum Live X. That's all day, today. The winning is deep on 99X, and so is the Sleaze with Fram.
She doesn't give a blank. I'm talking about Britney Spears and more disturbing videos. She's now fighting back at her critics, Barnes, who are saying that she's leaving dog poop all over the floor in her mansion. Shame on those who judged my home in my pajamas.
How do they know? Oh, from her videos?
Yeah, from her videos. Instead, she decided to kind of change the topic, and she wanted to comment on this photo of Justin Bieber and his son Jack. Quote, "I'm in love with this picture. So beautiful." And then she went on to dance, with taking her clothes off. And she said, "Hey, I'm in the middle of cleaning my house like no tomorrow." And people are like, something is going on here, and we are concerned for her.
I saw that video. She was flipping her bottoms down, like she was flipping her ass out.
Over and over again.
What is going on? I don't understand what her thought process is. Is she trying to stay, I'm sexy, I'm relevant by doing that? It just looks like I'm desperate.
I hope it's not a mental breakdown.
Well, we know she's had that before.
You love true crime. You're just not going to believe this. Items are now being retested in the JonBenét Ramsey case.
They're still going.
The items range from old evidence, which is being retested due to DNA technology, to clues from the basement crime scene that have never been tested.
How could it have never been tested before?
This is going back to 1996.
Even the documentary that came out last year, there was so much new information. You're like, how did all that get missed the first time?
Well, they're saying, quote, "It's been a slow march, but they're progressing." I'm just kind of shocked by all of that. And speaking of true crime, more on the Murdaugh murders. This is Patricia Arquette. This is the official trailer of this show coming out on Hulu, October 15th. The Murdaugh Death in the Family trailer.
What happened?
There's been an accident.
Did they find her?
One's still missing. You get these kids to keep their mouths shut, the parents too.
How bad is this for us?
I'm working on a story. The Murdaughs have a history of trying to cover things up.
We got to have each other's backs. Family first.
The Murdaughs tell you not to talk to me. They have connections all the way up to the governor. I think we've only scratched the surface of what's going on here.
Somebody's out there hunting us. Go to the mirror. Look at yourself. See what that man has to say. The one staring back from the glass.
These Murdaugh men? Yeah, you have to sacrifice a lot of things to make them the men that you know that they can be.
This here's to the Murdaughs. Long may we live.
Amen.
And never has a script written itself than that whole scenario that turned that whole community upside down.
Over and over again, though, that we're seeing all these shows, it's kind of like the Amanda Knox story. It's like, how many more will we see?
And this one, which I'm assuming is going to be dramatized, it didn't need much. But when they start, I get all confused. Like, wait, did that really happen? I want to know if it really happened versus did they write it in to just blow it up?
More is coming out about Charlie Sheen. I don't know how much of this I can say, but he reveals that Ice Cube incident in this new documentary, a.k.a. Charlie Sheen, premiered Wednesday. During a period of intense drug addiction, he recounted this moment while filming Free Money. When he fell asleep during a scene at the bar, to stay awake, he requested a glass of ice and, while in the bathroom, decided to insert an ice cube into his rectum. He admitted, "I've never done that before, but it helped regain focus to finish the scene."
Why does he need to give us these things?
He also revealed that he suffered an 18-hour nosebleed from cocaine use while filming.
There has to be some sort of, term for that. like Urban Dictionary. Let me just see real quick. Ice Cube in the... Let's see if it has one.
Yeah.
The term, well, no, it doesn't. European frostbite.
What?
That's what it is.
It is.
It's called a European frostbite, but it's when people do it during a sex act. But he's doing it by himself, so I guess maybe that's just an American frostbite. Sounds
Barnes,
like
is that going to show up on the Morning X $1,000 show quiz showdown?
It's very possible.
Well, it's not a buddy film, Barnes. It's a real-life action thriller with real-life buddies. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck. It's called The Rip. The plot centers on a group of Miami cops who discover millions in cash at a derelict stash house, which leads them to breakdown of trust within the team. Now, outside forces become aware of the cash. Loyalties are tested. The term RIP refers to the seizure of cash, drugs, or weapons.
Miami PD.
How you doing this evening?
5 cops just magically appeared on my doorstep. I've been better.
You mind if we come inside?
I don't have any drugs.
The dog's not trained to detect drugs. The dog's trained to detect money. How much was the tip that came in?
300 grand. That's a $20 million rip.
It'd be so much easier if we just stole this money.
You should just take whatever money you want and walk away before this goes really bad for all of us.
No one needs to die tonight. You have 30 minutes to get out of that house.
What we do right now and who we talk to matters. The longer we stick around here, the dicier it's gonna be. Tell me what's going on. Do you think I want to jack this rip? I don't trust you right now, and that's a problem. Any ideas?
Who might want this money? $20 million. Where do you want to start?
AWTGG. What does it mean?
Are we the good guys?
That looks solid.
Man, action-packed. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, also producers of that. It's called The Rip, coming to Netflix January 16th.
For those wondering, I said that looks good because in here we have this massive 100-inch screen. When Leslie plays trailers, we actually see them. So that's why I was like, it looks good. You can pay for an adapter to get that in your car, but it's kind of expensive.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Most people don't realize how much of their personal information is being bought and sold every day. Data brokers are making billions pulling details about you from public records and the internet, then packaging and selling it, usually without your consent. That's how your information lands in the hands of scammers, spammers, even stalkers. It's why you get endless robocalls and why ads seem to follow you everywhere. That's where Aura comes in. Aura actively removes your data from broker sites and keeps it off. They also instantly alert you if your information shows up in a breach or on the dark web. But Aura goes beyond data protection. With one app, you get a VPN, antivirus, password manager, spam call protection, dark web monitoring, and even up to $5 million in identity theft insurance. All backed by 24/7 US-based fraud support. Other companies might just sell credit monitoring or just a VPN. Aura gives you all of it together at the same price competitors charge for just one service. Start your free trial today at aura.com/secure. Protect yourself now at aura.com/secure.
Actor Michael Rosenbaum, he knows some of the most talented people in the business.
And we try to bring you candid, open interviews, not just actor stuff. Julie Bowen is fantastic.
You know when you leave a job and you know you haven't done your very best job? I hate that feeling.
And if you're here for the wonderful Sarah Silverman, you came to the right place.
Comedy dies in the second guessing of your audience. You just have to keep writing what you think is funny right now.
The Inside of You podcast.
If you really love the podcast,
follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Follow us. It's free.
So, are you familiar with the whole Ryan Murphy Monsters thing that he does?
Oh yeah.
It's on Netflix. This is the new one, and I love Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy. He is a serial killer in Ryan Murphy's Monster, the Ed Gein story.
What shocks you most about him? How did he do it? What was his childhood like? Now, I'd like to show you something worse.
You're working too fast.
I'm sorry, Mother.
Just go slow and steady. Take your time, sweet boy.
Yeah, this is season 3 of that anthology series. Now, he was a serial killer known as the Butcher of Plainfield, a body snatcher. Ugh. Ryan Reynolds on the scene, of course, talking about his new John Candy documentary. But he talks about you do not mess around with The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Channing Tatum's here and DJ's here, and I remember you said something about the back of his head. Do you remember?
Can you fly a helicopter? Does the back of your head look like a huge The answer is yes!
That was terrible.
I know.
No, I was just messing with him because, he could beat the crap out of me with his eyelash. So, I will only say something as long as I know I can get away with it.
John Candy represents joy. How do you define joy for yourself?
How do I define joy? I think if I define joy, time is usually associated with joy, A slow morning. That's joy. Like a slow-ass morning.
I don't know, Barnes. I don't know if Ryan Reynolds is actually finding joy these days.
Yeah, how would he have a slow-ass morning? He's got so much going on and a wife who's in a big lawsuit.
Ooh, I know. Have you watched a movie in an IMAX theater before? Because I was thinking about this.
Of course.
Because of this new Tron movie, and I haven't.
Really? You've never been to an IMAX?
I have, but not to watch a movie. I've gone in there to see, previews of things, but not like a real-life movie.
It's really cool. I mean, the Sphere kind of did a Hold My Beer to IMAX, but
yeah.
I'd like to go see F1 in IMAX. I just haven't gotten around to it. But you've been in because we had those martini nights at the IMAX at Fernbank back in the day.
I do miss those. Well, Disney's released this new trailer for Tron Ares, and that is going to be released on IMAX theaters October 10th. They're also doing some early screenings October 8th. You can buy tickets for that, but it's kind of a big cast. You got Evan Peters, Gillian Anderson, Jeff Bridges, Jared Leto, Jodie Turner-Smith. It looks crazy.
Since time began, man has gazed at the stars and he has wondered, am I alone? I would like you to meet Ares, the ultimate soldier. He's biblically strong, lightning fast, supremely intelligent. And if he is struck down on the battlefield, I will simply make you another.
You think you're in control of this? You're not.
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand.
A malfunctioning program who wants to live. Why is that?
It's just a feeling.
Fascinating.
Also, new music from Nine Inch Nails. Pretty solid.
I was going to say, Nine Inch Nails did the music. Mankind recounters AI being for the first time. Yeah. There's a Superman sequel. I know that Crash is going to be super excited about this, featuring Lex Luthor, of course, James Gunn. And they're going to start filming in April of 2026. He finally shared the plot involving Superman and Lex Luthor collaborating against a larger threat. It's as much a Lex movie as it is a Superman movie. And of course, David Corenswet back as Superman, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. That's your Celebrity Sleaze.
Actor Michael Rosenbaum, he knows some of the most talented people in the business.
And we try to bring you candid, open interviews, not just actor stuff. Julie Bowen is fantastic.
You know when you leave a job and you know you haven't done your very best job? I hate that feeling.
And if you're here for the wonderful Sarah Silverman, you came to the right place.
Comedy dies in the second guessing of your audience. You just have to keep writing what you think is funny right now.
The Inside of You podcast.
If you really love the podcast,
follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Follow us. It's free.